up, lovelies? It's your girl RJ. I hope you're doing awesome whenever and wherever you're watching. If you're new here, hey, hi, thanks so much for joining us. And if you've been here before and have not yet, smash that red button. You know what to do. I think we have a song about it, right? Smash that subscribe button, smash that subscribe button. It works. So today is a fun video. I am going to be doing a get ready with me using a bunch of products that I picked up from GenBeauty LA this past 2 weekends ago, last weekend. I don't know, time is flying. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little closer so that it's not so far away. So the first item I'm going to use is this Pure Correcting Primer. It hydrates and balances, and it's oil-free and silicone-free. Of course, I got this from the Pure, I think this was actually in my goodie bag. I don't think I got this when I walked around. There's like two different things. So the video that I did for you guys previously was kind of like everything that came in my bag and then some things that I bought, but I didn't really go into depth about the stuff that you could get when you walked around because I just felt like it was going to take forever and the video was already like 25 plus minutes. Not sure how I feel about this. It feels kind of sticky a little bit. I mean, I guess the tackiness is good to help kind of hold your foundation in place. I like the smell. It's got a nice smell to it. But yeah, so some of the things that you're going to see me using, you probably didn't see in that video because they were things that were given out at the booth. So for foundation, we are going to be using a little sample of the Jouer foundation that we picked up. So they did color match me and I got the color Nutmeg. It's one of the new shades I guess they've recently released. So they didn't have the full size there for me to purchase. But I think there's enough in the sample that I can try it out and see if I like it. Now I know that this is supposed to be full coverage foundation and it doesn't take a lot. I am going to use a sponge on this side of my face and then I'm going to use a foundation brush. Because I know when they sell it with one of these kind of like toothbrush style brushes. So I'm going to use that on this side of the face and see which one we think works better. And I'm just going to tap some out onto my hand. I think we're a little blown out. Let me adjust the color. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, so I'm going to put some out on my hand. And I can't remember if this dries down quickly or not, so we'll just do half of our face. And blend that out. I don't know if that's enough, too much. We will find out. So they tried like 30 colors on me. Not really. It was probably like 5. And I think this one was a good match. You know, they matched it to my hand. I kind of wanted to do it on my chest just to see, but I guess they don't do that. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I am going to be moving in 2 weeks. So hopefully my content will still be up and going, but if not, that is why. I'm really excited though because where we're moving, I'm getting a, I don't know why I did that like that. I'm getting an office / beauty room. So I'm going to be fixing that up and then I'll share all of that with you guys. I already got some on the brush. I just didn't think about it and dipped it in, so I'll work it in. But yeah, so I'm actually going to be taking, I thought I heard something. There's ghosts in my house. I'm going to be taking a trip to IKEA and there's going to be, and some other places. I've been looking obviously at YouTube and getting some ideas for some stuff. So I'm really excited. I have pretty much a plan of what it's going to look like. I just need to double check some dimensions. And then the accent color is going to be like that blue color, that teal color from the chair my husband did for me. So I want to get some frames and stuff that I can spray paint. Okay, let me take a closer look at this. Honestly, I think both sides went on fine. I do see some spots I need to blend a little better from the sponge. Also, it could just be because I'm not looking in the mirror good enough. But I love the color match. I think it comes down really nicely. You know, I like to blend down into my neck a little bit, you know, obviously onto my ears. But I think, I don't know if you guys can see, but I think that looks really good. So again, this is the shade Nutmeg. I also should have plucked my eyebrows before we started. But, so I didn't get a concealer. Nobody handed one out. But I do have my NYX concealer. This is just the HD concealer, and NYX was there. I don't actually know what they were giving out because their line was always so long, I never made it to it. I feel like it was a lip product. Last year it was this really cool eyeshadow palette, and they actually had like 4 of them, and I didn't get a color that I loved, and I have been wanting the, I think it was called Rust palette forever, and I just never, it's never in any stores. I've been to Ulta's, you know, like Target, everywhere. I never can find that palette. They'll have another shade that's similar, or the one that I got the year before, but never that one. And I hate paying shipping, so I've never ordered it on. I went on Friday to register for GenBeauty. They actually had where you could register at a NYX store and get a little goodie bag of stuff, which I think I posted on Instagram. But while I was in there, I looked and they had the palette. So I finally have it. I think it's called Warm Rust. It's it's got 12 shades in it. And it was just beautiful when I saw it. When I saw it at the show, I just really liked it. So I'm glad to finally have that in my collection. So Belle Paris was giving away this Stay Put brow gel. I've only used brow gel like 1 time. So here's the brow gel, and here's this. Does that go on before or after the pencil? Because I also have this brow pencil. This is actually by JCat. This I got at the show, but I didn't get it from a booth. Ipsy actually had these kind of like a little Glam Masters competition. You got a box of goodies, or a little bag of goodies, and they had like 4 rounds, and each round, you know, you would open it up and like put the stuff on and try to create a look. Know how comfortable I am using a brow gel, so we're just gonna use this today. You guys know I never do my brows on camera, so if this is janky, don't judge me. I did purchase the Too Faced Sunny Bunny. I had the hardest time opening this earlier. There we go. Sun Bunny. So I got that. It's got a little bit more of a shimmer to it than I normally use for a just straight for contour. I would normally use it more like for bronzer. Oh, is my face getting darker? Are we oxidizing a little bit? So I'm just going to swirl the 2 together. And we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, see, that's pretty shimmery, which is not usually what I like for contour. I don't want like a row of like glitter across my face. Forget that you guys are kind of up here, so I'm sorry if some of the angles are kind of off. Let's do a little chisel of the chin. This set from the Balm, this was in the swag bag, and it's supposed to be a long-wearing blush bronzer duo, but I feel like the one that would be a bronzer is too like reddish pink. Let's go ahead and use the Balm for the blush, and of course this is the palette I just showed you. I'm actually going to use the Palm Desert, the one that looked like it might be a contour shade for the blush. Oh yeah, that's a pretty shade. So while I was at GenBeauty, I participated in the masterclass for Maybelline. I can't remember both girls' names. Shayla was one of them, and then there was another girl. But they used the Burgundy palette, and we all got to take one home. So I thought that's what I would use, because the only other eyeshadow palette I got was also from Maybelline. It was one of the City Minis. But this palette, to me, is just calling my name, so I thought that's what we would work with today, and I definitely think there's enough colors in here to create a full look. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take a fluffy brush and go into this light matte shade right here and just cover my whole eye. Oh, before we do that, wait, I forgot. I got a makeup base from, who is this from? I feel bad because I can't remember. Oh, Bella Paris, that's who this was. And she said you can use it as an eyeshadow primer, so I thought I would try it out. Oh, goodness. Or maybe it is an eyeshadow primer. I can't remember what she said. One of the two. I mean, it's a base, so I guess it could be an all-over primer, but I actually really like how this goes on. I've never used a potted primer like this before. I'm going to go in with this burgundy shade right here. I'm going to use the same fluffy brush. So we did a light color on it. I don't feel I need to switch over. We're just going to tap off the excess. And then we're going to concentrate right above the lid in this kind of like crease area. Just work that back and forth. I think this is one of those areas where the blending skills, you know, let them do their thing. Take your time, really blend the colors in. You're going to get the most out of your shadow when you do that. Hope you guys can see a little better. Shade is so pretty. As you guys can see, I'm taking my time. That's one thing they talked about in the master class, was taking your time and really working on your blending. And so that's one of the things that I'm going to try to concentrate on more this year, just to really perfect and hone in my skills. Now in my kind of outer corner and lid, I'm going to use this darker brown color. I'm going to switch out to a new brush. A little bit on, tap the excess, and then we're going to concentrate right in this outer V. So right here and right here, just to add a little depth and dimension. Again, really working on our blending. I'm going to try to lift my mirror up just a little bit so I'm not looking down quite so much. Promise you I will find my other tripod before the next video like this. So somewhere in here we stopped recording. I'm not sure where it is. So I'm just going to continue on the steps that I was in, which was getting this color right here and using it inner corner and then under the brow bone. So I'm going to go do the other eye off camera, then I'll come back and we'll do our eyeliner, mascara, and finish up the rest of the look. Okay, so I finished my other eye. I also used the Steve Laurent Precision Tip Black Eyeliner to do my lid. I think this was also in the little bag we got from the Ipsy Glam Master Challenge thingy. Okay, so now I want to line my lower lashes and lash line, and I'm going to use just the Pixie. This is, I can remember what it's called, Endless Silky Eye Pen. So I'm going to use that. Probably need a mirror, or I will be out of frame again. And I'm going to do this in my waterline and then right below. So kind of smudge it down along the line. Okay, so then I'm just going to grab a brush and kind of smoke that out a little bit. Alright, next up is some mascara. I got a few, but one that I have not tried before is the, what is this right here? This is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. It was just a little deluxe sample size in the little tube. Yeah, let's take a look at the wand. Okay, one thing I hate about sample sizes is look how short that is. It's like not a lot to work with. Alright, let's try it out. Alright, without, let's do the other side. Alright, so let's do lips. I have 3 different products that I think are going to work really well together, hopefully. That is my thought process. The first one is the Laritzi Cosmetics Lip Liner in Bare. There's it right there. Next up, we have the IBY. This is liquid to matte lipstick in Flirt. And that's it right there. And then finally, we have a Dirty Little Secret, and this is a collaboration with Sadie Slay. It is the Extra Lip Gloss. I think that's going to look great on top. It's just a really pretty, like, nude pink with a little bit of sparkle. So those are the 3 that we are working with. So let's get it on. Alright, I'm going to give that a second to dry down, and then I'm going to add the lip gloss. So let's go ahead and throw the gloss on. Smells like, what is that gum? Bubblicious? Hubba Bubba? That's what it smells like. Do they still make that anymore? Am I aging myself? I feel like a lot doesn't come out on the wand when I put it on. That's really pretty. I should probably not talk while I'm putting it on either, huh? So now all we have left to do is highlight, right? I always like to save that for the end. I'm supposed to put it on before I do my lips, but I always forget. So we have the Physicians Formula. Hopefully there's not too much glare. This is the Butter Highlighter in the shade Champagne. I swatched this before. It is gorgeous. Ooh, yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that, because I'm gonna, ooh, can you see it? Cha-ching! So pretty. I'm gonna do a little down my nose, and since I forgot and already put my lipstick on, we'll use a different brush. Highlight my Cupid's bow. Look at that. Look at that! Don't ever let anyone tell you you can't get awesome highlighter from the drugstore, because you can. Put just a little bit right here, a little bit there, a little more right here. I was actually supposed to use, when I put on my highlight, I was supposed to use the Luxie brush, the fan brush that I got, and I totally forgot. But I do like this brush. It's a little denser. Some fan brushes are super, super thin. And this one is not. It's got a little bit of denseness to it, so we'll remember to do that next time, because I just reached for my normal brushes. So last thing we need to do is set our face. Another thing that I also got from the masterclass is the Maybelline Master Fix setting spray, and this is a wear boosting setting spray that's going to lock in makeup for a long lasting look. Pretty decent mister, looks pretty fine, not seeing any big chunks coming out, so let's go for it. It smells good. It feels really refreshing on the skin. It's not something I'd ever picked up before, but I actually really like that. Like how it's sprayed out. A good mister is a make or breaker when it comes to setting sprays. So yeah. Is that it? Did we use everything? I'm looking at the pile of makeup in front of me like I know I forgot something. I think I was going to try to use that brow gel, but then just decided against it. But what do you guys think? Here's our final look. Alright guys, that is our final look. I would love to know what you guys think. Definitely leave me a comment down below. Also, if you guys are not checking me out on Instagram, make sure to do that. Starting in April, I'm going to do my Sample Saturday or Sample Sunday giveaway, and that's when I tell you about some samples that I have on IG stories, and then I will post a picture of it on my feed, and you guys will leave a little comment below to enter and win. It's always a fun little set of samples, things that I've collected and I'm not going to use, or that I have duplicates of. I always put them in a cute little bag. So yeah, make sure you guys are checking that. Guys, I have to say I really like how this look came out. I think it complements the top I have on as well really nicely. So yay me, good job me. That's what I was gonna say. Good job me, yay me. Whatevs. So I think that's it. I'll see you guys next time.